Good afternoon, crew. Here's the broader Victorian surf read for Wednesday the 1st of July. Afternoon report. Since this morning, the main change is not that the surf has suddenly turned on everywhere, it's more that the next swell system is now starting to show its hand. We're seeing the early signs of longer period west and southwest energy beginning to push in, while the bigger frontal swell is still lining up behind it for Thursday and Friday. Since this morning, the main change is not that the surf has suddenly turned on everywhere. Starting west on the Surf Coast, Torquay, Bells, Jan Juc and the surrounding reefs. It's still very small today, this afternoon. The protected reefs are lacking proper push and most of the coastline is sitting in that weak, tiny winter range. The open beaches are the better chance for a little runner if you're keen, but this is still more log, fish or soft top territory than proper shortboard surf. Keep expectations low this afternoon. The important part for the surf coast is what's coming. Thursday starts to build, but Friday is the real power day with strong west to southwest groundswell filling into the coast. The catch is that it comes with a lot of frontal energy, so won't be clean and polished straight away. The surf coast should be the first region to feel that proper size, but the better surf window looks more likely once the system settles, with Monday currently standing out as the cleaner quality signal around Bells and the exposed but holding reefs. Across the Mornington Peninsula, the open beaches are still the main option this afternoon. Gunnamatta, St Andrews and Portsea Back Beach are picking up more than the protected side, but it's still small and fairly weak for now. The late day interest is the arrival of those longer period west-southwest forerunners, which may give the swell magnets a bit more life on the outgoing tide. It's not a proper swell event yet, more a small, opportunistic, open beach window with offshore wind direction, but a bit of strength and wobble in the mix. Friday is where the peninsula becomes a very different conversation. There's serious open ocean energy forecasts, but it looks raw, heavy, and not particularly friendly. Exposed beaches will have size, possibly a lot of it, but the quality is questionable. That's more watch the ocean carefully than everyone get amongst it. Sunday into Monday is where the peninsula may become more surfable again as the swell eases and organises. Phillip Island is sitting in a similar lane today, small but more active than the protected western port side. The open island beaches have the best chance of surf, but a lot of it is still in the 1 to 2 foot bracket, with the better exposed stretches seeing the odd bigger set. Smiths, Woolamai, Magic Lands and the surrounding beaches are the zones to watch, but again, it's not pumping yet. Today is small, exposed beach surf with a bit of late period energy starting to creep in. Phillip Island's better setup comes after the Friday pulse starts to settle down. Friday begins the most power, should I say, brings the most power, but not necessarily the best waves. Monday looks like the first proper surfable signal, and Wednesday next week is currently the cleaner looking window for the island, with better period, more organised southwest swell and a chance of cleaner wind. For the Bass Coast, Inverloch, Cape Patterson, Kilcunda and that stretch today is still fairly subdued. Inverloch and the more tucked away sections are not seeing much clean, useful surf right now. The open and semi-exposed beaches will show more than the sheltered corners, but the real swell increase is still ahead of us. Thursday builds, Friday jumps hard, and then Saturday into Sunday becomes the watch period as the raw size starts easing back. This is the same rule across Bass Coast. Friday has the power, but Sunday and Monday may offer the better surf if the wind settles and the swell direction lines up with the right banks and reefs. Further east into East Gippsland, Lakes Entrance, Lake Tyers, Cape Conran and Malakuta is still small today, with the coast more influenced by local east to northeast energy rather than the main west-southwest pulse. Malakuta and the exposed East Gippsland beaches are only small at the moment, but the region becomes more interesting later in the run as the broader swell energy spreads through Bass Strait and wraps into the open beaches. Friday pushes more size into East Gippsland, but again, it's a raw transition day rather than an obvious clean surf day. Sunday is the first day that looks more worth watching there, with stronger swell energy and a better chance of shape at the right exposures. East Gippsland may not be the first place to turn on, but it could become one of the most interesting options once the initial frontal mess settles. So the broad Victorian read is this. This afternoon is still small across most regions. Surf Coast is tiny. Mornington and Phillip Island have the best small open beach options. Bass Coast is modest, and East Gippsland is still waiting for the main swell energy. Thursday builds but stays unsettled. Friday is the power day, big west to southwest swell, plenty of ocean, moving but improving from Sunday, and the best quality signals sitting from Monday into Wednesday next week. The swell is coming, but the best surf won't necessarily arrive with the biggest numbers. It'll be when the energy finally settles into line.